This motorized mini dolly costs only around $80, and it is one of the most interesting tech findings when it comes to filming product B-roll. I shot an entire commercial with it, and I will tell you all about it in this video. This is the Neewer 3-wheel motorized camera video dolly with a wireless remote control. And while this gadget is sold under Neewer branding, there is one identical motorized slider with Andoer branding. Andoer branding. And from the looks of it, they both are exactly the same. The only difference seems to be the logo on the side. So no matter which one is available, you should get the same results with it. When I was searching for a motorized slider, I had two main criteria. One, it had to be budget friendly. And two, well, it had to be motorized, so it could perform the same movement at least twice. And that way I could get at least 2 shots with the same movement at the same scene. And with this Neewer motorized camera dolly, I was able to achieve that result. I placed the first accessory on the product that we were creating a commercial for, filmed the motion, and then repeated the same process with another accessory on the product. That way I was able to create a smooth, seamless transition from the first shot to the other one. This leads us to the features of this slider. It is lightweight and can be used for small mirrorless camera setups and smartphones. I have used this slider with a Sony a7 IV paired with the Sigma 28 to 70mm f2.8 lens, and the slider handled the weight of the setup pretty good. Though I noticed some jittering in the footage, but I will let you know how I fixed it and we will get back to it in a bit. 2 of these wheels are adjustable, so you can have the slider move sideways or back and forth when all wheels are aligned, or you can adjust the angles of the wheels so the slider would move in a certain circular motion while rotating around the subject of interest. This mini camera dolly has a wireless remote control. It is helpful to start and finish the motion without touching the setup. So when you would record the footage, it wouldn't have unnecessary shakes from pressing any buttons on the slider. With the remote control, you can launch the slider, change the speed of the motors, and change the direction. Basically, all necessary functions. The slider can be charged with a micro USB cable, and the battery life seems to be decent. Well, as I have charged it only a couple of times. The use cases for this gadget are more than it may seem at first, and you don't have to use it only to control camera movement. I have also used this slider to control movement of lights, such as the Juin 5-Ray M40, and it turned out great. Think outside of the box and you will see more ways to create nice footage with your gear. Now, about the commercial I made. Yes, all of the footage was shot using this slider, and yes, it was shot in one take. But that was the initial idea for it. We created a midsummer scene for a cheese commercial, and to create a natural atmosphere as the scene would take place at the edge of a forest, we used all sorts of leaves, branches, and decorations. Plus we lit the scene with Field World FL225B lights, and those are bicolor lights, so we were able to create a sunrise look. I will list the gear used for this commercial in the description so you can take a closer look at it later. And then to create the peaceful mood and motion in the shot, we had the camera slider slowly moving through the scene, taking the viewers closer to the main character, Cheese, like this. What do you think of the end result? Well, let me know in the comments. Of course, it all didn't stop there. As I mentioned, there were little shakes in the footage, and originally the footage looked like this. But we were able to get rid of those in Premiere Pro using the image stabilization. It is a bit tricky when it comes to matching multiple shots and fading from one shot to another, because the clips may not align perfectly after stabilization, but with a couple of pixels scaled in and repositioned, it can be done. Well, I just wanted to let you know that this slider is not the smoothest one, but also it is not the most expensive one. I got my Neewer 3-wheel motorized camera dolly on Amazon, and there are links in the description for it. They come in different combos. For example, I got this with a ball head as well, but they are not always available, so you might have to keep an eye out for that. Plus, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you might see one under a different name. If you're interested in more inexpensive gear that can level up your content, then I suggest you to check out this video next, where I explain why a 5-in-1 reflector is a must-have. All right, I will see you in the next one. Ciao.